Now, this bill, as significant as it is, as historic as it is part one of two. To lower costs and cut taxes for working families, to tackle the climate crisis at its core, Congress must also pass the Build Back Better Act.
Few congressmen have advocated more for Build Back Better than Khanna, Deputy Whip for the Progressive Caucus from California, joining us from Washington, D.C. Congressman, we appreciate you being with us. Is there going to be a vote on this week?
I hope so. There certainly will be a vote on it in the next couple of weeks. It depends on when we get the CBO score, but the plan is to try to do it this week. But it was a big win today. I mean, bipartisan bill that the president delivered. You could see the energy at the White House signing ceremony that I was honored to attend.
Well, I know you had a lot to do with it. You also had a lot to do with bringing the Progressive Caucus along to vote for the infrastructure plan before Build Back Better, which had at one point been linked. We talk about Build Back Better. The vote in the House is, in a way, academic because the vote that really matters is the vote in the Senate. Joe Manchin, most powerful man in D.C. without a nuclear code, we saw this. Joe Manchin objects to another Build Back Better policy. Everything the senator is opposed. Paid family leave, tax credit for union-made electric vehicles, clean energy performance program, Medicare expansions. If he opposes all of those things and sticks to his guns, is there a Build Back Better plan?
There is, and I've spoken with Senator Manchin. There are a lot of things he's for. He's for the child tax credit, which would be $300 for every working family with kids. He's for universal preschool. He's for the child care provisions. So, and he's for actually a lot of climate provisions, the investment in renewable energy and energy efficiency. Of course, there's going to be a compromise, but I believe it'll be around the president's framework, and I think he will get to a yes.
Okay, so in other words, you'd be okay with a Build Back Better bill that didn't include the four things that the senator's against?
Those things, most of those things are not in the president's framework that he presented to Congress. So what the president presented was already a compromise. Obviously, I'd be for the policies you mentioned, but the president was pretty realistic, and he said, look, this is what he thinks he can get passed. And I think around that framework is where the party will come together. You
think about what's in this bill, and obviously when you've got something with $1.75 trillion, you're talking about 1,700 stacks of $1 billion. It's a remarkable amount of money. This is one thing that caught our eye that was in it. A $1.3 billion provision in this bill to give $12,500 to every local newspaper employee in the country. I know the First Amendment enshrines the right to a free press, but doesn't enshrine that we will be paid for one. Is subsidizing the media really consistent with sort of keeping government out of people's lives?
Well, that money is actually going to go to rural newspapers. A lot of those newspapers may have a conservative slant. I'm for helping rural newspapers in this country. I'm for helping community papers. It's not going to the New York Times or the Washington Post or the big national papers, but I think every community in this country should have their local paper. And more generally, you know, 1.75 trillion is over 10 years, and it's actually less than 1% of our GDP, and it's far less than our defense budget. It's, you know, our defense over 10 years is about 7.5 trillion. So I think we have to put the numbers in context.
It's interesting when you say this, because both of these plans, you rightly point out, and you've done so on the program before, bipartisan infrastructure, 65%, 31% opposed. Build Back Better, 62% support, 35% oppose. It's hard to get people to agree on what kind of ice cream they like anymore, much less 65% of Americans supporting something. Given these numbers, why has it been so hard to get done?
This is democracy. You know, we're not China, we're not Russia. President doesn't get up and say, do what I want. It's tough, and it's supposed to be tough. We all represent different interests, different constituencies. You know, that's how democracy is supposed to work, and I'm proud that we got it done with infrastructure. I'm proud we're going to get it done eventually with Build Back Better, and it's going to be in the next few weeks. And I don't apologize for having a democratic system. I'm glad we have that as opposed to Xi Jinping's system.
Yeah, well, we're going to be talking about that system here in a few minutes. Real quick, though, is there a contingency plan if Manchin digs in his heels on more and the president's framework falls apart?
The president is as committed to this as anything. He needs to get it done, and he believes, as I do, that this will cut costs, cut child care costs, cut insurance costs, cut prescription drug costs. He is the person who can convince Senator Manchin, and I'm confident he will. If not, I think he will continue to fight for the agenda. But I believe that Senator Manchin wants to have this happen.
All right, sounds good. Congressman, it's always good to see you. We appreciate you taking the time, especially as I know you're busy up on the Hill whipping votes, sir. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.